We went to the mother in the morning, about 7:30 or so, and there was a friend of ours already in Pondicherry. So we went to him, my sister, my mother, and I. And she was standing at the end of the staircase. So we did pranam.
Which staircase?
Meditation hall staircase. You know, from the meditation there is a staircase that goes up, and she was standing at the door of the staircase. So we went and did pranam. She gave us flowers. She smiled a lot, and then we came down. That's the first meeting. This was must be 1954, more or less. I don't know exactly. In those days, mother used to choose our partners for tennis, mixed partners and also doubles partners. And that year there was one Chandubai who was my partner, and we were playing mixed doubles. So all the pairs had to play with each other, and we two were the champion. So after playing season, she would distribute the congratulation cards or badges or cups. So, and one by one our names would be called. And mother would be standing there. As the name was called, everybody would go and get there.
Where?
In the playground. In the playground, near the map. There is a map. She would stand there. And we would go, as soon as our name was called, we would be all sitting. We would run and go to her, and she would give us. And this one also, we got the card. And then she called us. And then she gave us the cup. I told my partner that you go and get the cup. And he said, no, you go and get the cup. So I went and she gave me. And then I kept for some time and then gave to her. And then thus near the door where we went for pranam, she used to keep one cupboard. And then she used to keep the cup on that cupboard.
Even now it is there?
No, I think they have changed now. Otherwise it was there till mother was downstairs. Everything was there. Now they have removed. But the last one was the most important.
Which?
The last birthday when I went, that was in 1972. And then mother used to sit there, and then we were called inside, only the mother and the person, Then we could sit, do pranam, and she would look into our eyes and, well, as if whatever we felt, whatever we said, we felt that she was hearing all that. And then I think there was something which I wasn't very happy. Then she said, Nata Turmat Pa. I don't know what is the English name for Turmat. And then she used to give us a bouquet of flowers. And there was a bouquet of supramental receptivity. You know those orangish receptivity flowers? And then she showed me, then you see this is there. So don't worry. That is most I remember.
You were talking to her. You didn't tell her about
No,
your
I didn't tell her, but I mean, this she told me that to one part. Then she told
She
me
understood.
she must be knowing what's going in me. And then she showed me that flower and said, don't worry. Well, now I feel the same, that I'm near her, and whatever I pray or whatever I tell, she listens to me. And even there, even before, it was the same. When I go to Samadhi, when I do pranam, I feel that I am putting my hands on her feet, and she is looking at me and I am looking at her. And whatever I say, she's listening. It's not that we meet as we meet, we had to go in a line. And almost at about 1:30, the door would be open, and Mother and Shri Aurobindo would be sitting in that small room. And we'll go as we go, from the staircase, there is a door that goes straight to Mother and that small room where they were sitting. And we passed through and came back down. There, as we went, we could stand for a moment, and then we came down. But when I found him always so quiet, peaceful, compassionate, full of love. And I had chance of going about 25 times. And in those days, we didn't have to stand in a line for hours. Under the service tree, there would be carpets. So as people went, they sat very peacefully, very quietly, and we were very few. So one by one they got up, went quietly up, had darshan and came down.
Do you remember last darshan?
But it was the same, in the same way.
No difference.
No.
How he looked, maybe. No? You don't
No.
remember.
No. He looked the same whenever I went. That room was renovated. Then now it's Shri Aurobindo's room. So Shri Aurobindo came for some months and lived in that meditation hall upstairs. When now they have kept Mother's chair and there is a sofa. So he came and stayed in that room, and his old room was renovated. All the ceiling, walls, furniture, everything was taken out and new furniture was made. And the floor was made. So at that time I was working in Golcon. So we were about 6 people. So mother asked us to come and clean the room. So we used to, scrub the floor, wipe with water, squeeze out. And in the evening, we used to go at about 5 o'clock or so and work there till perhaps 8:30, 9. And while we would be working, she would come with a plate of biscuits. And to all of us, as our hands were dirty, she would say, open your mouth, and she would put a biscuit in our mouths. And then by that time, she would be coming down. Mother would come down, and where there is a mother's chair in the meditation hall, she would be sitting there, and people would be going for blessings to her.
Every day?
Huh?
Every day?
Every day. So we would also come down with brooms and buckets in that room, go to her, and then go home. Okay. Shall I say? This was in one of our friend's house. And mother was going to visit that house for the inauguration. And the room wasn't finished. It wasn't clean, not ready to welcome the mother. So they asked me to come help them. So I went and helped them for cleaning, arranging, and the person to whom the house belonged and his sister also, they say, you come when the mother is coming. So I went there and people started giving her flowers and other sweets. And mother didn't know, now, suppose you come and give, where will she keep the things? Somebody else comes and gives the flowers. So I saw that and I went to her and took flowers or sweets and put one side. And this is there on that day. So I had taken the flowers from her and I was going to keep somewhere nearby, near her. And this is at that time that she was looking at me. That's all. I was lucky. And I was happy to clean the room and help them. You see, mother used to take care of everybody in full detail. So once I had a terrible cough and the cough wouldn't go. So I told mother that, you see, I have got very bad cough. Then she said, every night before going to bed, you take hot milk and take a spoon of honey. And then you go to bed. Then she asked me, do you have honey? I said, no, mother, I don't have honey. Then she asked a gentleman who used to keep honey and many other things for mother in the store. So she told me, you go to that gentleman and ask him to give you some honey. So I went to that gentleman and said, mother has asked you to give me some honey. So the gentleman said, yes, come tomorrow. So I went next day. Then he told me, come this evening. So went that evening. They said, come again tomorrow. So like this, he did 3 days. Then I didn't go. Then I was afraid that if mother asked me, did you drink? And I would have to say no. So I went last time. I said, this is the last time I go to the gentleman. And he wasn't there. So somebody else was there and I said, his name was Ravindraji, has he kept some honey for me? He said no. So I was afraid that mother would scold me. So I went next day again and he said, come, there is honey for me. And he scolded me, that why did you tell that gentleman ask for honey? I said, you asked me to come and take it and you were not there. So he said, all right, this is for you. Then he told me very softly that you see, I asked mother whether she had asked me to give you some honey. And you know, mother told me that I have not asked you, but I have ordered you to give her honey. So that's the honey thing. I haven't read his book and I don't know much about him. I know for 1 year he was my French teacher, that much I know. But otherwise I don't know him much. And one more thing I can tell you about how mother used to take everybody's detailed care. There is one Jain family. Jain family means they don't take eggs, they don't take non-veg. And the boy was sick and mother wanted him to take an egg. But that family won't take egg, even the boy won't take egg. So mother asked one English lady that you prepare egg with honey and call that boy to your house and let him drink there. I mean, so much care she used to take. No, the family won't take any egg. They won't even allow egg. She wanted to break, but it's too hard to break everybody's religion, no? They have since years, some ages, they have the tradition in certain religion not to take egg, not to take non-vegetarian. So that is, you see, when we came, we were very young, and my brother was about 16 or 17 years old. I was 13 years old. And then in the beginning, mother gave him the work in granary, you know, where they clean the grains, rice and that. And then he had some account work. And one day, she called him and told him that from tomorrow you will be a French teacher. So my brother said, but I don't know a single word of French. How can I teach them? So mother told him that you see, you will learn and you will teach. So that's how he became a French teacher. And he was the most popular and expert teacher. See, I was teaching once I went, she used to give us in the playground after our activities some groundnuts to everyone. She would stand in the door in the playground where there is a mat, and we would go to her group by group and we would receive groundnuts. And one day I went to her and she said, from tomorrow you will teach arithmetic. I said, Mother, but I don't know how to teach arithmetic. She said, you learn and you teach. So that's nothing more.
And afterwards she told you to work and work on it.
After I finished my studies, I started working there. And in the beginning we were only few students, our class. But many people wanted to come and join our class. So there were sadhaks, other people, they asked Mother, can we come in your class? So quite many came, though it was a big room, we had many benches. There was no place, so on every bench only 2 places to sit. And after we sat 3 persons on each bench, then also the class was too small. So afterwards, Mother sat outside near the mat, and she sat on the chair, and we all sat around her. And then the classes started, and now you have got many books of questions and answers. That is how it started.